Hello. Welcome back. My name's Linkle. And your name is? Nice to meet you. Where you are? Oh, well, you're in my shelter. Yes. Well, I witnessed you eating a very poisonous mushroom, and then you passed out. So I brought you here, because you're gonna die, unless I help you. Which I will, because I'm the legendary hero. And that's just what I do. I save people. Well, you see, I had humble beginnings as a cocoa farmer for most of my life, up until now. So I know a lot about the earth and the surrounding forest. And I know the remedy. Oh, sorry. I'll talk a little quieter. The headache is a side effect of the mushroom. Yes, it's called a monster mushroom. My cookos used to eat it every once in a while. And I would mix this, well, it's sort of a paste up for them. You just eat it and it kind of helps to combat the poison, and it sort of expels itself. It causes you to puke it up. But it also cures it as well. Well, let me get started. I found some bowls. Oh no, this isn't my home. Well, I'm actually lost. I'm on my way to Hyrule Castle, because there's monsters invading Hyrule Castle, and I knew I needed to help Zelda, as the legendary hero, of course. But, my map is a little rudimentary, I guess, so I got lost, and then I ran into this weird monster thing, and he stole my magical compass. And I need it if I'm going to defeat the monsters at Hyrule Castle. My grandmother gave it to me. It's an heirloom. I'm not really sure what kind of magic it has, or what it does, or what's magical about it, but I know that it's the key. I mean, of course, I could defeat most of the monsters with my amazing bow skills, but it's a family heirloom, and my grandmother gave it to me. I really want it back. So when I found this overgrown shack, I decided that I would just kind of stay here until I found that skull kit again. What a trickster. I'm not worried. I'll get it back. I'm the hero of legend. Everything's gonna work out. For you, although, it depends on me. But I'm gonna help you. There were some bowls in this little shack, which is perfect, so that I can grind up the ingredients. I have some of them in my pack here. Let's see. Not that one. This one. Oh, yeah, it's that one. Okay, first ingredient, aha. This one. Can you see them? They're little tiny flowers. Wildflowers. That you can find in the forest. They actually have kind of a peachy smell to them. Smell it. Well, these flowers have a lot of, I guess, natural powers in them. It's also to help the flavor as it goes down. These are a collection of like 3 wildflowers. I picked them as I walk by. This one I have dried and mashed up a bit. I'm going to go ahead and pour that all into this bowl here. over there. I also have this as my stirring device here. Something I also found here in this shack. Fan it out, sort of. Get the smells to open up. Mix around the different flowers. Some of them fell a bit. Okay, that should be enough. Next, this one is a bit morbid. Don't be alarmed. This is powdered bones. The monsters I kill along the way. I take their bones and grind them up. Normally, I would turn it into sort of an elixir for sort of like a power effect, but they also do help to cure some of the monster's poisons. You ate a monster mushroom, and this is going to help you upset your stomach to get it to come back up. But it will also combat some of the monster mushroom toxins in there as well. I'm only going to pour a little bit of this one, mainly because it is very potent. Okay, that should be good. And again, I'm going to mix it just to get the smaller powders to go to the bottom and bring the bigger powder, or the bigger pieces, I suppose, to the top. This is reminding me of my cuckoos a bit. Sure do miss them. But this is what I was meant to be. My grandmother has been telling me ever since I was little. I always knew one day that I'd have to make my way to Hyrule Castle. And then I got word of the monsters. I just knew it was time. I wasn't particularly ready. I mean, I had everything set aside, but I don't really know which way I'm going, which is okay. I'll find my way. put a little bit of the bigger chunks that I've gotten to come out into my little bowl here with my wildflowers. And I'm just going to stir it a little bit. Okay, that's good. Okay, next, I need to grind some things. I'll put that aside. I'm really glad that this abandoned shack happened to have a mortar and pestle. There's already some pepper that I put in there. I planned on using it for dinner, but it is one of the ingredients that goes into this concoction that I make up. That was rather easy. Almost done. This into the bowl with our wildflowers and our bone meal. Okay. All right. I'm not going to put this away yet because I actually need to mash one more thing up. I just want to stir this a bit. Looking good so far. Next, I have some leaves that I got from a tree. It's not a very common tree, so every time I pass by it, I pick some of the leaves and dry it out. The leaves are actually very powerful. With healing abilities, of course. So I just need to mash these up and put them in our little concoction we have going. That doesn't work very well. Let's try it in here. I think I need to break them up a little bit first. I usually don't have them dried. I usually pick them fresh from my cocos. When they're fresh, they mash up really easily into somewhat of a paste. This one's going to be more like a powder, I'm guessing. But that's okay. As long as the ingredient is in there, it doesn't matter what sort of consistency it is. Alrighty. make things a little bit easier. Much better. I don't know if you can see in there. So what were you doing in the Faron Forest? It's easy to get lost here. They say, without a fairy, you most certainly have a chance of getting lost and turning into a Stalfos. Thankfully, I had my magical compass. I think of that as my fairy, guiding me through the forest until I met that skull kid, of course. Just a tricky imp, really. I'd be careful if I were you. I hear there's a fairy fountain somewhere. You might be able to find a fairy there. Or something. Maybe we could go to the fountain together. She might be able to help us with some things. Alright. That's looking really good. Quite fragrant as well. Pour that into my... Okay. That should be it with our mortar and pestle. Once again, I'm going to mix this up. I'm making a larger batch just in case. You don't seem like you're very smart when it comes to nature, so my guess is you may accidentally eat it again. I'll be sending you away with some in a bottle for you, just in case you eat a mushroom and pass out and wake up with a headache again. Take that as sort of a sign that you ate the wrong thing. Next is the gooey part. This is an oil, actually. You get it from bugs, which is kind of gross, but they don't mind. No, I don't mash them. The bugs create the oil on their own. When you find a nest, it's actually very easy to collect all of this. It's just a little gross when you think of where it came from. But it's completely edible. Don't worry. I'm going to pour it into a separate bowl because I need to open up all its healing properties first by mixing it up. Some on me. Oh well. Oh, you're thirsty? Here, drink this. It's just water. You're probably losing a lot of liquids because, to be honest, you are sweating like crazy right now. Yeah, it's a side effect of the mushroom. Yeah, it probably makes you die a little bit faster, but again, don't worry, I'm here. Just be sure to chug this. should be enough. Next, I'm going to put our second liquid into the same bowl and mix it up as well. I guess you could call it a liquid. It's more of a puree. It's a mixture of all the fruit that I can find from the forest, and then I mash it up and put it together. It looks kind of gross, but it's actually really good. There's a mixture of at least 5 different fruits in here. I put it into my mixture because the parts that you don't throw up, you do need a little bit of your vitamins and minerals to be restored because you're losing a lot of it through your sweat, and you're going to lose a lot of it later. Anyway, so this is going to help add some more of those vitamins that you're missing. Like I said, because there's at least 5 different fruits in here, there's a lot of different vitamins and minerals. I eat this as a snack. It gives me a lot of energy. My cuckoos also love it. Used to be one of their favorite snacks. Alright. Oh, it smells really good. See? You're losing your sense of smell. That's not a good sign, but don't worry. This is going to cure you right up. So we're going to put it into the same bowl as our oil from the bugs. Alright, that should be enough. I'll save the rest for later. Once you're starting to feel a little bit better, you're going to have to eat more of that. Again, just so you can regain your health. I don't know if you can see. Alright. I'm going to put the lid back onto my puree. Save it for later. Next, I'm going to take this mixture that we made with all our dry ingredients, and I'm going to put a little bit into my puree with the oil, as much as I can. Don't want to overflow the bowl here. Okay, there's a little bit left. I'll save this dry mixture for later. Okay, now let's mix up all the ingredients that we have. Can you see that? I wouldn't worry too much about what the taste is going to be, because I do have those flowers in there that honestly smell a bit like peach, and then there are all the fruits in there. If anything, this will taste like a really yummy but crunchy fruit sauce, maybe. The chickens never really complained, so it should be fine. are you holding up? Oh, I recommend you don't pass out. I'm almost done here. If you pass out, I can't really force feed this to you, so if you want to stay alive, you're gonna stay awake. Just need to make sure that the liquid and the puree is all incorporated into each and every ingredient. So, the amount that you can stomach eating will be incorporated with every single ingredient that I put in here. See, it really doesn't look that bad. Doesn't smell that bad either. Alright. I'm going to need you to go ahead and eat as much as you can. Just kind of go like this. Okay. Here you are. Oh, sorry. Doesn't taste very good, does it? Thankfully, you're losing your sense of taste, along with your sense of smell. Don't worry, it'll come back. Good, perfect. And the last bit of it. Good. Okay, now just sit and wait. There you go. Just let it all out. And there you are. You're healed. It's going to take a day or two to get you back up on your feet to where you aren't feeling very sick. But you're definitely going to be much better. And I'll be here too. So I'll be able to nurse you back to health. But as a catch for helping you, you're going to help me find my compass. Thank you for agreeing. Right. Now, you've been through a lot. Your body is fighting very hard for you. Just take a nap. Fall asleep. I have a very nice pile of leaves over there in the corner that you could lay down on. You'll feel much better in the morning.